losers who have never claimed a single World Cup? You're either the best there is or you're trash. It's sad but true. You can't possibly become the world's best striker unless you're also the world's biggest egoist. Which is why we're all here. So I can create a player who has what it takes. Someone who will climb atop 299 corpses. A solitary hero. I'll pass through and be transformed. Discard your common sense. Remember, you're the star. Nothing should bring you more joy than your own goals. Live only for that glorious moment. And if you can't, then you're no striker at all. Find your one-of-a-kind play and make it stand out. Your talent is an uncut gem. You'll have to put in the work if you want to know what's true. Win or lose, life or death. The frenzy of such extremes has an important effect upon a striker. They're forced to awaken as if from a deep slumber. This is what I wanted to witness. Anri, do you know what it means to awaken?
I think. Is it like going from ordinary to extraordinary, like a well, you know.
Nope. You're way off. That's merely an idiotic analogy used by people who've never tasted success before. Awakening is like doing a jigsaw puzzle with your accumulated thoughts and experiences. You're in an intense situation, desperate to taste victory, and after much trial and error, the scattered pieces of success begin falling into place and a new ego blossoms. In short, an awakening is that moment you open your eyes and learn who you really are. An awakening is something that can only occur during the most extreme of circumstances. For example, when facing an opponent much stronger than oneself, a weaker player will integrate every one of their abilities. They'll invent a new formula, allowing them to seize victory. Now then, there's 30 minutes until the end of the match. You want to know who will be the best striker in the world? Watch. Humans are the type of creatures that only see what we want to see. When you become aware of your limitations, it changes how you perceive and think about everything else. Right about now, he's overwhelmed by his own evolution. In the world of competition, defeat is a naturally occurring phenomenon that must always exist. The idea of even the world's best striker winning every single match, well, it's an absurdity. What is crucial are the lessons gleaned from losing. When you're bested, it means being expelled from the arena. And for a warrior, there's no worse fate. And yet, many average Joes refuse to properly sear that feeling into their minds. Thus, they don't grow. They taste defeat due to their weakness and lack of talent. In lieu of confronting their mistakes, they instead choose to make excuses, subconsciously explaining it away.
They won? So what? I'm just getting started!
That's right! When it comes to life, there's no game over!
It's a defense mechanism to trick themselves into thinking their hard work was all worth it and staying the course is the right answer. This bad habit, I like to call it dream doping. Their goal used to be achieving their dream, but now it's the act of chasing after it. I have zero interest in that garbage. These fools who continue deluding themselves, clinging tightly to a phantom. If you don't dedicate your life to reaching the top, what's the point? Still, defeat's vital. You're at the crossroads of your dream. You need to have genuine strength or you won't fully realize your powerlessness in that moment. Feeling despair is a must. There's a different path. One you can only see after you've given up the road you're currently on. It opens up all sorts of possibilities. Those athletes who are brave enough to confront their despair head-on finally have the power to achieve their dream. Now then, as for the losers, you've reached your own crossroads. Don't be so sure. Confidence it takes to know you'll score no matter what. The skills to make that happen. The situation on the field and the player's environment. If all of those conditions prove to be optimal, well, an athlete's performance can go beyond human understanding. My dear Anri, miracles can be explained. If they intend to clear this selection, they'll need a formula to replicate those goals. Hello again, my bad luck. Luck doesn't exist just anywhere. It only comes to those who place themselves in its path. Every one of the lessons you've learned during your stay at bluelock has been about increasing the inevitability of scoring goals. Although, that inevitability will eventually collide with your opponents. This results in a coincidence, which then becomes ground zero for luck. As we can see in the following scene, without a doubt, the determining factor in that game was luck. Doesn't matter if it was on your side, though. If you stood by doing nothing, the opportunity was wasted. What else were you expecting? You must hone your mind to respond to those coincidences. Otherwise, the opportunity will vanish before you know how to react. Learn to seize that chance by improving yourselves. So when it comes around, you can figure out where it might fall and be there waiting for it. You know what they say about the goddess of fortune? She only smiles down on those who favor her. Are you going to learn how to spot them or cry when you overlook the signs in front of you? You'll always be second-rate if you don't know how to harness chance. Once you've done all you can, hold your head up high. Accept the outcome of coincidences and etch them into your mind. Give everything you have in a fight. That's the only way luck will find you.